Hi, I'm Adrito, and these are the reasons whether you should study mathematics or physics at an undergraduate level. I'll be covering the differences in the subjects that you'll be studying, your career prospects after, and some of my own personal thoughts. I've made two previous videos that go into the degree in far more detail, so I won't be repeating myself. Instead, I'll be highlighting the key differences. For context, I studied at the University of Cambridge for 5 years, the first 3 of which was an undergraduate degree in mathematics, the 4th year was a conversion year into the Bachelor's of Physics, and my final year was a Master's in Astrophysics. Currently, I'm doing a PhD in Artificial Intelligence Assisted Neurosurgery at UCL. In mathematics, the majority of your subjects will be pure mathematics, where you go over the proofs that underlie mathematics, and none of this will be studied in physics. On the other hand, a physics degree will cover things like waves, circuits, and thermodynamics, which is not normally covered in a mathematics degree. Also, what sets physics apart is the labs you'll have to do. So this is when you do an experiment, collect the data, analyze the data, follow the scientific method, and do a little bit of programming. The overlap between these two degrees is in mathematical physics, where you cover things like Newtonian mechanics, quantum mechanics, and general relativity. These subjects are going to be fairly similar regardless if you study in mathematics or physics, and are quite maths heavy. In terms of career perspectives, at an undergraduate level, both maths and physics are effectively the same subject. They show that you're smart and able to solve complex problems. The vast majority of the facts that you've learnt at our undergraduate level are never going to be used in your day-to-day job. If you wish to stay in academia after your undergraduate degree and do a master's or eventually a PhD, then the subject does matter a little bit more, because if you're going to go from pure maths to experimental physics or experimental physics to pure maths, that's not going to generally be possible, and you're probably going to have to do a conversion year in between. However, after you've done your undergraduate degree, you have a much better idea of what you want to go into than before you go to university. If you wish to study an interdisciplinary subject, it doesn't matter whether you have a maths or physics background, because the masters themselves are designed in such a way where you don't have to have a strong knowledge base but have the technical skills to learn whatever that subject is. The real question you have to ask yourself is whether you prefer solving abstract problems in pure mathematics or whether you prefer doing experiments in labs in physics. The labs objectively take up more time in your day. However, abstract mathematics is known to be more difficult. If during your A-levels you've enjoyed studying maths, further maths and physics, but it's your only exposure to maths, then I would say that physics is the way to go. However, if you've gone beyond that math study and reading pop maths books or watching number file videos and you've enjoyed those videos, then I would recommend studying mathematics. I personally really enjoyed studying both maths and physics, but for me, I didn't ever want to do labs and I wanted to learn some pure mathematics, so for an undergraduate degree, maths was the better choice. If you found this video useful, then a like would be appreciated. I would also recommend watching the individual subject videos for a better idea. And if you just want to follow my life as a PhD student, then a subscription would also be greatly received. Hopefully, I'll see you in the near future.